My physical body is smaller than most of the guides that work through me, with the exception of the 2 that work on eyes. And so sometimes it's like, oh, it's good to just me be in here for a minute. They're bigger than I am. Right, so what's your first name?
Sandra.
Sandra. Yeah. Right, and tell us what's wrong, Sandra.
Okay, well, I've got spinal injuries, 2. One in the neck and one down my lower back. From the lower back was from a fall when I carried my daughter down some steps and I broke my vertebrae.
Right.
And
so
I got
2 spinal braces.
Yes, the other one was a horse accident years ago, and
Right.
I've had a surgery.
Yeah.
But the ones underneath are all closing up, and I don't want to have surgery.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scar tissue there
Yeah.
already. All right, and you've got a problem with your knee, which you said we'd see if you walked around as
Yeah,
well.
I think it's from my lower back because I get the pain going down, and I've got burning under my feet.
Right, so
yeah.
just walk a little bit for us and we'll just see what's happening with your body. Oh yeah, that's not right, is it? Can you see it's all going like that as she walks?
Yeah.
Can you?
I sort of go crooked
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, right, yeah. So where are we going to work first? Right, yeah, sit down first.
Yeah.
Good question, where do we start? 3 different surgeons are going to work on you. Is that possums? What would that be? Or big rats. Rats on PXP.
Oh, yeah, birds.
Right, now we're going to start on the back. So there's some discussion. There's 3 different surgeons working on. Sandra, was it?
Yes.
Sandra. 3 different surgeons are going to be working, and there's had a little conflab about where do we start, and they want to work on the spine. So Sandra, if you can come and stand here. I bet they've come for healing, these birds. You know, they've picked up the vibe, and all right, here we go. So what I've learnt to do in my life is if I'm writing music, I'll call on a guide that writes music. If I'm writing a book, I'll call on one that can write books. If I'm doing healing guides. And we can all do this. And if you think back, you know, back in like history, the artists of the day, they used to have muses. You know, they were inspired by a muse. And very often those muses were spiritual beings that would inspire. Now, Sandra, what's happening for you?
I'm feeling warm.
Feeling warmth, yeah. Is it feeling like you've got hands on your body anywhere?
No, I can't feel that.
No,
I
okay.
just feel the warmth getting in my spine.
Yeah, awesome. Now, have you had any problems with your pancreas?
No.
No, okay. The reason I'm asking is my right hand is over. It's a little bit lower than where the pancreas is actually.
My gallbladder removed.
Yeah, that's the other side, that's
Yeah.
the right. So if it's not working on you, then it's working on somebody else. It might even be working on me. What the sound does is it makes your cells vibrate. You feel the sound going right through you, yeah? And it makes your cells vibrate. And as they vibrate, they give up what they're holding on to. And in the audience tonight, I've got 17 different guides. 3 are at the front with Sandra and me. The rest are working on you guys. So in your mind, think about what is it you want healing for tonight. Don't think you've got to come out the front, because they'll work on you sat in the audience. And then from your heart space, in the middle of your chest, intend that you receive healing. Intending is stronger than asking, but it's not as strong as commanding. And you just set the intention, intend that you receive healing for whatever conditions you need in accordance with God's will. Now, Sandra, just try moving around, twisting, turning, bending, stretching, whatever you feel you need to do.
That's turning further than it's ever turned.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Right, now I just want to see you walking. I want to see if the walking is different already.
Yes, it feels different.
It is.
Balance.
It's a lot different. There's still a little bit that's not quite right. Yeah?
I feel balanced.
Yeah, cool.
And I don't feel like I'm all
Right.
like this.
Now,
Yeah.
just stand here again. So the main surgeon now that stepped in is called Dr. Oswaldo Cruz, and he specialises in backs and paraplegia. Now, one of the unfairnesses you've had in life, this lifetime, is somebody has said something about you. I don't know the context. I don't need to know the context. But you weren't able to defend yourself or address that situation because you didn't want to stoop to their level. Can you recall what that's to do with?
No.
It may go right the way back to childhood. It could be somebody being mean to you in class, that you just let things go. You turn the other cheek, but you weren't able, you didn't want to retaliate because you didn't want to be like they were.
Okay. It could have been, I felt quite discriminated when I was singing.
Yeah.
Once, because it was viral, and I was told I was not allowed to sing like that.
Yeah.
But I just carried on. And I lost my voice and my tone for speaking Māori because I've got part of it inside me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so that might be being healed as well at the moment, because
Mm-hmm.
it's all part and parcel of the same thing. You know, what we do, what we think and what we do, it does reach out and hurt people at times, yeah? And we get hurt as well, yeah? And one of the things that we don't teach kids that I reckon we should, or I'm not saying everybody doesn't, but a lot of people won't, is that what's unseen is just as important as what is seen. We can walk into a room and sense if somebody's putting out bad vibes to us. They might be really nice to our face, but you know underneath they're like stabbing you in the back, yeah? And we need to talk about that and how that works. Okay. And so what we're needing as a species is more transparency, more openness, more telling people how we feel, not making others wrong. How we feel is based on what's going on within us. If someone treats me badly, I can say, hey, when you do that, this is how I feel, but I shouldn't make that other person wrong. If I make them wrong, they're going to retaliate by making me wrong, and that's how we fall out with people. But if we really want better relationships, we've got to communicate clearer. Right, now, Sandra, give that a go.
Yeah.
That's better, isn't it? That's that little clip.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it feels funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good.
Right, now let's look at that knee, because the next bit of the equation is that knee, so you can just have a seat there. So Dr. Oswaldo Cruz has got grey hair and he's quite distinguished. He's got this big moustache. And his speciality is the spine. Your earth energy comes up through the feet chakra, it comes up to the base chakra, and it goes up to the crown. And as that energy comes up, you're drawing up good earth energy. Earth energy is good. And then through the crown chakra, we bring down the spiritual energy, and it's like Mother Earth energy, and it's Father in Heaven energy, and the two form a caduceus up and down the spine. Now, when that spine is healthy, that energy can then go out to all your vital organs. And so when somebody's got a bad back, their vital organs will also be suffering because the energy isn't going into the organs in the way that it needs to.
I get really bad dry eye and things like that. Yeah.
Okay. Now legs, when we've got any kinds of problems with our legs, that's all about standing up for ourselves. Knees are about being flexible. All right, so the left knee is about being flexible about something in the past. There might be something you stood your ground, you were a little bit rigid on because you felt you had to be back then, but now that time has passed and you can be flexible again now. Can be flexible again now. Right, he's suggesting that we get you to try walking again. Getting up easy, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Still feels funny in there.
That knee's not looking odd now. Well, from the back, let's see what it's like at the front. That's a lot better, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. It feels funny there. Is there any pain there, or does it just feel
it goes
odd?
right down, but there's not pain there. It's feeling like it's all wobbly.
All wobbly.
And vibrating.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
We'll check in with you in the second half just to make sure they've got everything.
Okay then.
Yay.
Okay.
it didn't take an hour because we loaded her up with 2 spoonfuls of PXP. Oh, that's a lot better, isn't it? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling centred, and I feel like I sit on the chair
Yep.
evenly.
Yep.
Or
See.
not one up and one
Yep.
down.
See
Yeah.
how that feels? Yeah.
Mm.
Awesome.
Feel like
Brilliant. Cool. Awesome.
I'm- okay.